G'day and welcome to the drive. This is drive time from rainy Las Vegas. Yeah, we've got a bit of rain today and the next few days. That's good. In the pool on the weekend, and now it's back raining again. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about panic and overwhelm and worry and all of that sort of stuff that seems to be going on right now. If you haven't already signed up, check out my coronavirus webinar that's on tomorrow morning. Morning US time here, evening UK time, dead middle of the night for you Aussies. Sorry, I have to get up early. But there was a great show. Before I get into the strategies today, there was a great funny show my dad always watched when I was a kid. I think it was an English comedy called Dad's Army. And there was one guy in there that used to always say, "Permission to panic, sir." And it was kind of like, at the times when panic was necessary. And you would think, given the pandemic that is out there right now, this would be the perfect time to panic. Well, ultimately, panic doesn't get us anywhere. Planning does. So we've got to look at it from that perspective. But I think from a business perspective, we need to be starting to think about this thing in real terms. Hotel numbers are down, which means hotel profits are going to be down. Cruise ships non-existent, basically. Airplanes. All of these industries are getting massive negatives. Now, there's industries that get massive positives too. I'm going to go through a lot of that on the webinar tomorrow. But when we sit down and we start taking a look at what's going on here, there is the real potential that this turns us into a global economic recession. There's a real potential of it. So we have to be watching very carefully over the next 2 weeks. We don't want to panic. We don't want to jump to conclusions, but we need to start planning. See, instead of panicking, we need to plan. Instead of panicking, we need to sit down and start to evaluate what would, should, and could we do. The problem in 2007, 8, 9, 10 was that people waited way too long to take actions. People waited way too long to make change happen. They didn't believe that the crisis was going to last. They didn't believe that there was going to be that negativity. Now, this thing could be all over in a day. They could find an antidote, a serum tomorrow to help us with this, but we don't know. And that's the whole challenge. We don't know. And so you got the crazy people stocking up on toilet paper, which I still don't understand why toilet paper. I mean, this thing doesn't give you diarrhea or anything. But anyway, that's a whole other story. So with people stocking up on things, with people planning, what are you going to have to plan? My webinar tomorrow, I'm going to go through this in detail. There's a lot of things that we need to be thinking about for when we turn into a negative economy and if we turn into a negative economy. I want you really all. Those who are typing in where you're at, thanks for doing that so far. If you're new to Drive Time, that's what we do. Everyone types in where they're at. Just basically, it's us just having a chat as we're sitting in the car together, driving along here in Vegas. So, if I was sitting in any business owner's shoes, which I am, I have 9 companies that I'm sitting here concerned with. What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? What happens if? And some of my companies are in the perfect position because they're definitely needed during this economic crisis. But they're going to still suffer the same as any other business will when the groups of businesses have downturns in economy. But we've been doing so well lately, hopefully because of this economic summer. You've put some money away and you've done real well, and you've banked it away, hopefully. Again, webinar tomorrow. If you're not signed up for it, sign up for it now. Even if you can't make the actual time, we will have a recording of it going on, and it'll be sent out to those who signed up for it. So listen, it's not time to panic. It's time to plan. It's not time to worry. It's time to get to work. All right? We've got to do more work coming up. You're going to have a lot more work coming up. Whatever you thought 2020 was going to be, it's not that now. Whatever you thought 2020 was going to look like, it's not there. It's different. The whole world is different. The economic landscape is different. Business, different. We got to change. You got to change. Jump on my webinar for tomorrow. Look forward to chatting to you again soon in Drive Time. I think in times like this, I need to do these more than once a day, even just to keep people focused and keep you, upbeat and knowing that there's a long way to go, but we'll get through this thing together. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye for now. See you on the webinar tomorrow.